Hi everyone! So, new season, new home. I finally moved to Greece, so in case you weren't aware, I have come here to Athens to be with my fiancée, and that was just in time for a new season start. And yeah, it's been quite an endeavor, but we've set everything up now. My PC is running, the internet is running, and it's just great here. So it has been a great start. I'm very happy to be here. The weather is amazing, the food, everything. It's kind of living the dream. Just wanted to share this news here a little bit. I guess a lot of people have been anticipating ever since I mentioned that and asking me about when I go and how it's gonna be. So here we are with Nina V, and I couldn't be happier than this. This is a place now where I'm gonna be for the foreseeable future, and I'm very happy and excited for all of it. But I mostly want to talk about some updates that we have seen from the patch notes. So in case you weren't aware yet, Blizzard has really nerfed Firebirds from the PTR to the live service, and there has been a lot of outrage and outcry about this, and they have actually responded to this. I made some videos about it, and we got some update now, and it actually looks extremely good now. So what happened is that they nerfed the 2, the 4 and the 6 piece bonuses heavily on Firebirds, which was around a 15 tier nerf, and now I expected them to unnerf one of them, but they actually went beyond that and buffed the 6 piece bonus beyond what it was before they nerfed it. So it went from 4,000 to 2,000 to 5,000%, and compared to the numbers that we have seen from the first preview of the final patch notes, this is around a 5.5 tier buff. So it went down 15 tiers and it was way too strong, it was way over the top, and now it went up again 5.5 tiers, and that puts Firebirds pretty much in the right spot to be among the top builds in the game. Nothing crazy, but also competitive, and that's the best part about it. In fact, Blizzard has really hit the mark with the balancing here, I believe, because it actually allows people to play different format metas especially. So Rob has actually prepared the group XP meta post already on Maxroll.gg. So when you go to check this out here, you have basically like the top 6 meta setups here that you can run. 2 of them are very similar, the bat runs and the rat runs. They are known to most people, I guess, at this point. So 2 necromancers, a necromancer support, a bard support, nothing special. And these were pretty much dominating the XP meta ever since necromancer got introduced. Obviously, a lot of people are sick of that and they want to have some options, and now we do. So the reverse Archon Flame Blades Wizard is actually one of the top metas now, and it's pretty much on the same level as rat runs and bat runs are gonna be in the next season. So I've already previewed this during the PTR. We were running like 135s, no problem, on like high end with high Paragon, and doing those in like 3 minutes, maybe 3.5 minutes. It's not as fast as rat runs, but it went much higher tiers. And now with like an approximately 9 to 10 tier nerf, that would still correspond to something like 125 clears on the high end, where rats would do maybe like 120. So you go a few tiers beyond rats, but you are slower because rat runs are something between 90 and 120 seconds consistently, and the Archon runs are something like 3.5 minutes or so on average. So this is where it comes down to kind of the execution, and overall I would just say they are pretty much equal. You know, the 5% difference is basically nothing. So the main reason why rat runs might be more efficient for a lot of people is because they're used to them, because people know them. But if you play this Archon meta, this Flame Blades meta, then you're definitely gonna figure it out quite quickly. It's not rocket science. And I'm also gonna make a full guide about this very soon when I release my Firebirds guides. The interesting part is that there's also a 4th meta revolving around Crusader farming high GRs quite slowly. So farming 150s for XP has been a thing for a few seasons now, but this one actually turns out to be also pretty much on the same level XP wise at least. So if you're planning to play a Crusader, then this is definitely the way to go. And it's also looking like Crusader is gonna be the #1 trash killer for 4-man groups, and potentially also Rift Guardian killer. But there is also some options to include a Firebirds Wizard as the RGK in the future as well. So we have 2 Crusader builds with Heaven's Fury and Invoker, and we have the Firebird Wizard that can also kill a boss pretty quickly. The main advantage of the Crusader, especially with Heron's Fury, is that it can actually contribute in the Rift, which the Wizard can't really do, and which the Invoker also has a bit of trouble with. It can slowly deal a little of damage to yellows. That's about it. So for the 4-man push meta, it's looking like Crusader is gonna be the thing. Not as a Rift Guardian killer like it used to be, but actually as a trash killer, or both, with a triple support setup or with 2 Crusaders. And the Firebirds also has a bit of a chance, but you're gonna see more of that soon. What really matters for most people is the XP meta, I believe, and this is actually spot on this time. So there's these 4 metas here, and theoretically there's also the God Demon Hunter a bit behind those, so here you can clearly notice the gap, because you run plus minus the same tier as Red runs, but they're also a bit slower, like 2.5–3 minutes or so. So this leads to a bit lower XP, and behind that the last one is the Whirlwind Rend. So I don't really expect people to do this, but theoretically, if you at least have some kind of full Demon Hunter team almost, then God Demon Hunter speeds are definitely an option, and otherwise you have almost every class represented here, besides the Witch Doctor. So overall, this is looking like a really great season. I'm quite excited to see what people will figure out, how they will optimize, especially the bird runs, because this is the new shiny stuff. I'm really excited to do this myself, and I will potentially start as a wizard myself, and then play the DPS role and just blast the stuff all day. That's gonna be amazing. I've already updated my Discord overview here as well. So we have the full meta report from Rob on Maxroll, and we also have this kind of like smaller overview here that I made on my Discord in the free links and Plymouth channel. So we have all the different metas here, and also for the solo XP meta, Firebirds is actually probably gonna be the number 2 now, or maybe number 3 behind POJ. The POJ Tempest Rush is also pretty fast. The Firebirds is not super fast, so same thing as in 4-man. You do like 3-minute runs, kind of at least, and Tempest Rush is probably a bit faster, but a bit lower. And the God DH is the king of solo in this patch. So in general, it looks like an amazing season. I'm very pumped for this, and even without season theme, we have the follow rework, we have the bird runs. It's a bit of a sad story for the Rathma Necro, and just in general also for the Witch Doctor especially, because Witch Doctor has not really a place now, it seems. So the nerf was probably a bit over the top. I think a bit of a nerf was probably okay, but it turned out to be too much for Witch Doctors to really have a chance, at least against the Crusader, for example, in 4-man trash killing. But we'll see, maybe there's gonna be some Witch Doctors popping up on the leaderboards as well. So the potential is definitely there. So this is my update for the meta for season 23 so far. I will be releasing a lot more guides in the next couple of days. So right now I'm also very busy. I have just moved here and I have to do a lot of Maxroll guides as well. But I will try to keep up with YouTube, and I have some leveling guides coming up, some Hades gift guides, obviously the build guides for Rathma, for Firebird, and potentially a lot more stuff as well. So a lot of stuff coming up for you guys. Hope you like this little video, and I'll see you guys next time.